Hello everyone, welcome you all. In this session we are going to deal with the science and technology based current affairs. As you all know that in Upsc Prelims, science and technology plays very vital role with respect to current affairs session. See, in last session we have dealt with the polity based questions up to 20. In this session we will start with question number 1. See, if you are watching this video, if you are new to this channel, so kindly subscribe and like this initiative to support us. Your likes and subscribe will give you some kind of motivation for us. Let us start the discussion here. Consider the following statement regarding the food fortification. Statement number 1. It is an addition of one or more micronutrients to food and aims to replace the current balanced diet to the address malnutrition. Statement number 2. Food Safety and Standards, that is Fortification of Foods Regulations 2018, as prescribed standards for fortification of foods product in India. Here we have to analyze which of the following statement is or are correct. See, before analyzing the statement, let us understand what is food fortification. See, it is the process of adding micronutrients to provide extra nutrition but not replacement. So kindly remember, it is not the replacement. So that is giving the addition nutrients like vitamins and minerals. And also note down that it was identified as the strategy by World Health Organization and FAO for decreasing the incidence of nutrition deficiencies at the global level. And also see, the most of the fortified foods are cereals and that based products, milk and milk products, fats and oils. So like this. So here is the list. So kindly go through the list also. And also note down that this food fortification is a complementary strategy but not a replacement of a balanced and diversified diet to address the malnutrition. And also remember, very important thing I am giving you. See, the Department of Food and Public Distribution comes under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs. So kindly remember, also you might get a statement like this: which of the ministry deals with this food fortification? So this comes under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs. See, it is the centrally sponsored scheme. Okay, you may get a statement like it is like a central sector scheme or centrally sponsored scheme. So here remember that it is the centrally sponsored scheme. Okay, and then one more details about this scheme is the Food Safety and Standard, that is Fortification of Foods Regulation of 2018, has prescribed some standards for fortification of various food products such as fortified foods must not fall below the minimum level of micronutrition. And then I'm giving you additional inputs like, see, the rice as fortified introduced in the year 2019, and also remember it is fortified with the vitamin B12, iron and folic acid. And also remember the few edible oil. So it is introduced in the year 2018. It is fortified with the vitamin A and D. And also remember one more thing, wheat. So this is also important related to the exam perspective. It is introduced in 2018. So fortified with the B12, iron and folic acid. And then milk is fortified, that is also introduced in 2017, fortified with vitamin A and D. And also remember that the Ministry of Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution, so implementing this scheme. Let us discuss the statement here. See, statement number 1 is automatically wrong. Why? It is not the replacement. So therefore this is wrong. It is the addition. And then what about statement number 2? Yes, this statement number 2 is right. We can eliminate A and C. The answer would be B2 only. With this, I am moving to the next question. So here is the information about food fortification. If you want, kindly go through this again. Question number 22. Which of the following statement regarding DNA technology? See, picking the very important questions. So kindly go through this video fully. Uses and Applications Regulations Bill 2019 is or correct. See, this was recently appearing in the news and also frequently appearing. So let us see. The bill aims at strengthening the justice delivery system of the country. The bill provides for the establishment of DNA Regulatory Board chaired by the Union Minister of Science and Technology. And then the bill provides for the consent-based collection of DNA for DNA profiling in all the categories of the cases. So kindly remember, we have to identify the correct statement. So let us see few facts related to DNA technology. See, this bill will help to identify the missing persons, victims, offenders, and under trial and unknown deceased bodies also, that is person, and also empowers criminal justice delivery system by enabling the applications of DNA evidences. And also remember that the establishment of the national and regional DNA banks that will assist in forensic investigation and also gives Philip to develop a uniform code of practices in all laboratories involved in DNA testing. So this was given by the government. So what was the debate? So let us see what was the debate related to this. See, this is the recent debate. So let us see the debate about this also. See, the evidence versus right to privacy. That is also very important. The scientist vouches for this bill, but the private, that is privacy against fear. It is telling by the human rights activities. See, what is the history? In 1985, the Indian court accepts DNA as the evidence in criminal investigations, whereas in 2003, the working of this bill to drafting this bill so has been begun to regulate uses of DNA samples in probes, etc. In 2005, the Codes of Criminal Procedure Amendment includes the uses of DNA profiling, and government says the bill will be useful in crime scene investigation and maintaining the databases of the convicts and suspects and verification of missing person, investigation of unidentified bodies and research work. But what activities claims? See, this bill could lead to racial and communal profiling and violation of the privacy and a longer trial period and arrest testing and conviction. One more thing one has to note down about this bill. See, I'm giving you the information about this also. So kindly go through. This is also very important. See, recently the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Science and Technology, kindly remember the word science and technology, has recommended the government assures the concern raised over DNA technology uses and application regulation bill 2019 both in parliament and outside. What is the intent? That is the purpose, the main purpose of the bill as per the Department of Biotechnology. Kindly remember the word Department of Biotechnology. And then it enable identification. So these things we have already discussed. And then the bill aims to regulate. So this also we have discussed. And then the bill said that every bank data will maintain the indices for the following categories. And those things also we have discussed. So kindly go through these things. And one more thing I have to discuss, DNA. So DNA is nothing but deoxyribonucleic acid. It is the complex molecule which contains all the information necessary to build an organism. So that is, DNA can be extracted from hairs, blood, saliva, bones, semen, and from other organs of the body. So kindly remember those things, information related to the DNA. And then data safety. The bill also proposes as the provision related to the written consent of an individual to obtain before collection of their DNA samples. So kindly remember those things. We will discuss few things related to the data safety. And what are the issues? That is important. See, in Justice case, Puttaswamy and others Union of India case, the Upsc Court has interpreted the Constitution to include right to privacy as a fundamental right. See, the right to privacy is given as a fundamental right under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. So kindly remember, see, that should be a law, but they can be violated, that is infringed only. There are three conditions. One is there should be a law. The law should aim to a public purpose, but the public purpose should be proportionate to the infringement of privacy. So remember that the schedule list, that is civil matters where the DNA profiling can be taken in use. And also remember, the DNA sample of an individual can provide additional information also. So therefore, they feel the human activity says It's the violation of that fundamental rights. So therefore, there was a lot of debate about this. So let us see the question here. See, it is the Ministry of Science and Technology. And then, what about the bill provides for the consent-based collection of DNA for the DNA profiling in all the categories. So that is the important fact one has to remember about this. See, what about statement number 2? The bill provides for the establishment of the DNA regulatory board chaired by, see here it is given chaired by the, see remember chaired by the Secretary of the Department of Biotechnology. Just now we have discussed Secretary of the Department of Biotechnology. So remember this is also chaired by. Therefore, so even though it comes under Ministry of Science and Technology, but the board is chaired by Biotechnology Secretary. Therefore, this statement is wrong. Therefore, we can eliminate. So option B and C. Therefore, 50% eliminated. Now, what about statement number 3? The bill provides for the consent-based collection of DNA for DNA profiling in all the categories of the cases. No. See, the bill provides for the consent-based collection of the DNA for DNA profiling in certain categories of cases like the imprisonment. So kindly remember, this is very important. So imprisonment is up to 7 years. So kindly remember, that is also very important. The bill provides the consent-based collection of DNA for the DNA profiling and certain categories of the cases like where imprisonment is up to 7 years, but not all the cases. Therefore, this statement is also wrong. Therefore, we can eliminate D also. Therefore, answer would be the bill aims at strengthening the justice delivery system of the country. Yes, this is the right statement. See here, I am once again giving you. So kindly go through this also. And let us move on with the question number 23. Consider the following statement regarding the sheath blight disease. So this is also very important question. Here we have to identify the incorrect statement. See, what is this sheath blight disease? One has to note down that important things related to this disease. This is also frequently appearing in the news. See the crops here. Okay, this sheath blight is the fungal disease caused by, so I am giving the name, so kindly remember, caused by Rhizotonia solani. Okay, this is the caused by fungal disease as Rhizotonia solani. Okay, and then so kindly remember, so I am giving the another picture here. Its a color is changing here, so kindly note down. Okay, the crop's color also. It can causes up to 60% reduction in price yields. That is, it means it reduces the production of the rice. That is 60%. It reduces the production of rice yields. Therefore, this is very important question for your prelims. Let us discuss. See, this infected leaves. So kindly remember, I am just marking out that infected leaves. That is dry out and dried more rapidly. As the result, the leaf area of the canopy can significantly reduced by the disease. And also remember that this sheath blight occurs in the area with high temperature of 28 degree to 32 degrees Celsius. And also high level of nitrogen fertilizers also one of the reason to cause this sheath blight disease. That is nitrogen fertilizers. And also one more thing, relatively humidity, that is of the crop of canopy, about 85 to 100%. So with this, and also note that the plants are more vulnerable to this sheath blight during the rainy season but not the winter season. So kindly remember this statement also, during the rainy season but not the winter seasons. Here this statement is wrong. See, it is the fungal disease. Just now we have discussed. Therefore, this statement is also wrong. So here we have to identify the incorrect statement. Here both the statement given here are incorrect. Therefore, answer would be C, both 1 and 2. Let us move on with the question number 24. Proton therapy, as seen recently, is used to treat the cancer, blindness, AIDS, coronavirus. So this is very important question. Let us see the few facts related to this proton therapy. See, What is a proton? It is a positively charged particle with high energy that can destroy cancer cells. Therefore, answer would be A, cancer. The proton therapy, as seen in recently in news, is used to treat a cancer. So what is proton therapy? It's a kind of a radiation therapy. See this machine. Okay, that is also very important. See, the proton therapy system are huge. That is the few stories tall. That is the most of the machine. So kindly remember this word is built behind the wall and not visible to the patient entering. That is the treatment. See, here normally in CT and MRI and PET scan, the machine was inside the room. But here due to this proton therapy, in this proton therapy, it is behind that. And also remember here, it is behind, it is present behind that room. So here, remember this is only present in the room. So those things present outside that wall. So remember, number one, at the heart of the proton enables, that is, ensembles the cyclotron, that is the particle accelerator which accelerates the protons up to 2/3 of the speed of the light, and also note down that all in the fractions of the second. Now what about number two? So that is also very important. So let us discuss that is also. See, number two, the proton beam is passed through. So here is the number two. Okay, this is the proton beam is passed through the transport of lines few hundred meters or more longer to various temperature room. What about this three? See, treatment room is nothing but the three. So kindly remember, treatment room could be a part of grantee. That is the large. See, this is nothing but the grantee. So I am giving you the one more information. So here, see, this is nothing but the grantee. Okay, I am just marking out here. So kindly go through that. So spear-shaped structure that houses the entire proton system. This can be 3-story tall builder, that is the concrete casting, and this grantee allows the beam to spin. Okay, this is the beam to spin 360 around that position. And also remember that the standard radiation therapy uses the X-rays, but whereas while delivering radiation not only to target tumor but even to healthier tissues beyond. So that is the very important fact related to this proton therapy. Whereas, see, the proton beams on the other hand can be adjusted to deliver most of their energy to a particular point. So that is very important beauty of this proton therapy. So kindly go through this information also. I am giving you the more information related to this also. See, with this I am giving just one more information. The photon therapy is the type of the particle therapy that uses the beam of photon rays, that is protons, rather than the X-rays. So therefore here X-rays are not used to treat the disease. Okay, so I am moving with the question number 25. ISRO plans to send human, that is to space as the Ganganyan mission by 2022. In this regard, considering the following statement, it will be the third country. India will be the third country after Russia, USA, and human space mission. ISRO has signed the memorandum of understanding with NASA for short visit to International Space Station as a training mission. Here we have to identify the correct statement. Let us discuss what is meant by Ganganyan, and then we will discuss the few facts, and then we will analyze the statements. See, this is very important. So let us discuss. See, just go through this video first, this slide first, this picture first, so that we will discuss the statements. So I am giving you 1 minute. Okay, just go through this. See, the Ganganyan mission will demonstrate a Indian human space-like capacity to low Earth orbit. So kindly remember the word low Earth orbit. Okay, for a mission duration ranging from one orbit period to maximum 7 days. So kindly remember 5 days to 7 days in space. See here GSLV MK3. So kindly remember that word. You may get a statement like this: PSLV, GSLV, like that. Okay. okay, will be used to carry the orbit module, which will have necessary provisions for sustaining a 3-member crew for the duration of this mission. 3 members. So kindly remember 3 members. Okay, and then ISRO has demonstrated the number of technologies that are required for this program, like SRE 2007. What do you mean by SRE 2007? So this is nothing but the space capsule recovery experiment. And also remember, see, CARE 2014. Okay, that is nothing but crew model atmospheric re-entry experiment. And also PAT, that is PAT abort test also. See, this program will launch India, the 4th nation. So kindly remember the word 4th nation. India is to be the 4th nation to launch and space flight mission after the US, Russia and China. See, this could be your possible statement. So kindly remember US, Russia and China. And also note that 2 unmanned flight and 1 manned flight will be undertaken as the part of Ganganyan program. And also note down that, see, I'm just moving, okay, and also note down that the ISRO and Russian Federal Space Agency have signed the memorandum of understanding to work together for India's first manned space mission. Therefore, here it is given as the NASA. That statement is wrong. See, India will become 4th after the country Russia, USA and China. So therefore, this statement is also wrong. Therefore, answer would be D, neither 1 and 2. Neither 1 nor 2. So I am moving with the question number. See, I am just go through this. I am moving with question number 6. Consider the following statement regarding the antimicrobial resistance. According to the World Health Organization, it is the global public health threat. Madhya Pradesh and Kerala are the only states in India that have developed an action plan to manage the antimicrobial resistance. Here we have to identify the correct statement. Let us see what is antimicrobial resistance, and then we will discuss these statements and then the questions also. See, this is also very important. So kindly go through the picture first, 1 minute, so that you could able to understand by own. See, this antimicrobial is the global public threat according to the World Health Organization. See, remember, the WHO supports the optimization that the minimization of the use of antimicrobial medicines in human as well as the animal to preserve their effectiveness by taking an One Health approach. And also remember, according to the WHO, this antimicrobial resistance is the ability of the microorganism. See, the microorganisms such as bacteria and then and then parasites, viruses. Okay, so this antimicrobial resistance, so bacteria, parasite and viruses, so which turns to stop an antimicrobial. What do you mean by antimicrobial? So this is nothing but antimicrobial resistance. So now I am understanding, I am just going through, I am telling you about this antimicrobial. What do you mean by antimicrobial? So this is the antibiotic. So kindly remember. So this is the antibiotics or antiviral or anti-malarial. Okay, so kindly remember, it's a drug to react, okay, for this kind of diseases, okay, from 1 against 8. Okay, as the result, standard treatment become ineffective. Why? Due to this AMR, antimicrobial resistance. So this that is infection persists and may spread to others. So here that is the cyclic I am given you. It is given by the World Health Organization. See, these antimicrobials are given to the food producing animals, which tends to create this antimicrobial resistant bacteria developed in animals, which intakes drugs resistant bacteria can spread to the environment. See, we are taking it as the food. Finally, we are intaking, we are just placing into this hospitals. So this is the concept here. Let us analyze this question. According to the WHO, it is the global public health threat. Yes, this statement is right. See, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala are the only states in India that have developed an action plan to manage this Microbial resistance. Yes, Kerala was the first state, followed by the Madhya Pradesh. Therefore, both the statements here are correct. Therefore, answer would be C 1 and 2 only. With this, I am moving to this question number 27. IndSpaceEx, seen in the news recently, refers to. It's a straightforward. India's first space warfare exercise. Therefore, kindly remember the word IndSpaceEx. The answer would be India's first space warfare exercise. So, kindly go through the more details about this IndSpaceEx. I'm moving with the question number 28. What is templates recently seen in the news? See, it is the program to investigate how new stars are born. So therefore, the answer would be A. So kindly go through the more information about these templates. I'm moving with question number 29, just skipping the explanations here. Since it's a straightforward statement, so you have to go through many details about this. I'm giving you the key facts to avoid, and also due to the time constraint, I'm just moving on. Next question. Question number 29. Consider the following statement regarding the hydrothermal carbonization technology. So this is important. We will discuss more things about this. It converts a wet municipal solid to biofuel, solid amendments and absorbents. Yes, automatically right. This technology can be used to generate energy from solid state to with low moisture content. So here is the question mark. With high moisture content. Therefore, the statement is wrong. The answer would be A1 only. Since we have to identify the correct statement here. See, let us discuss few facts related to hydrothermal carbonization. This might be a question. UPSC may frame a question from these areas also. So let us discuss few facts related to this. See, here I am giving you just a brief picture about this. Let us discuss this few facts related to this question. See here, the biomass. Okay, these are the biomass. I am just giving you. It is converted into solid amendments, and then absorption of the contaminants, and then supercapacitor batteries due to the combustion. So here is the process, hydrothermal combustion. So which produces the hydrocarbon. So this is the process here. Just try to go through the process. I'm giving you why we are discussing this topic. So just I'm giving you the few facts why we are discussing this fact. Okay, recently the research team of IIT, okay, Kharagpur has developed the technology which can generate the energy from solid waste with high moisture. So kindly remember the word high moisture content. Okay, high moisture content. The new technology, hydrothermal carbonization, can convert wet municipal solid waste to this biofuel, solid amendments and absorbents. The moisture in the waste is used to advantages of the process, which uses water for this reaction. Also remember, the biofuel generated as the recovered output can also help to curb the air pollution. And also remember, all the outputs can be used for one purposes or other purposes, including the waters can be converted into. So kindly remember, the water can be converted into biogas or methane. So remember these details. So this is very important details. So let us move on with the last question of this day. So that is very important. Cytokine storms refers to. It's a capacity to cause more infections, the condition wherein there is not enough oxygen available, a severe immune reaction triggered by the body to fight an infection. See, this is very important question. This is very important due to this COVID-19 pandemic situation. The UPSC may put this kind of questions, so related to the science and technology. Let us discuss what is this cytokine storm. See, it's a severe immune reaction, okay, in which the body releases too many of cytokines into the body too quickly. which means these cytokines plays an important role in normal immune responses, but not at the stages. So here is the, see, here go through this. Just wait a minute. Here, just go through this cytokines. So here, this is the cytokines. Okay, it causes the cytokine storm. Okay, which causes the inflammatory cascade, the bacterial infections, acute respiratory distress syndrome, and also which causes, so these type of things. One is lung infection, failure of the multiple organs, that is gastrointestinal tracts, brain, liver, kidney, microcircular, and then eyes and cardiovascular system. See, remember, these cytokines plays the important role in normal immune responses, but having the large amount of them released by the body at all once can be harmful. Also remember, these cytokines occur as the result of the infections that is caused by. So therefore here the infection person affected by the COVID-19, also it produces the cytokines. So this is nothing but the proteins. Okay, it produces large numbers which resulted into cytokine storm, which means if they produces lot of bunch of things, it may causes inflammatory. Therefore it may also causes high fever and then severe fatigue, nausea, so rednesses and swelling, etc. Sometimes a cytokine storm may be severe or life-threatening and lead to multiple organ failure. So just now we have discussed about this cytokine. So let us discuss about the statements. See here, the cytokines is the severe immune reaction triggered by the body to fight an infection. The answer would be C. Therefore, this session, hope this initiative would be helpful for your preparation. With this, I'm just giving in one obligation. So kindly subscribe and like this initiative. Thank you all. Have a good day.